Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 60, Day 2. It is a red day. And today we also ended up getting a new pet. It is a pretty irrelevant pet, but it is a new pet nonetheless. We end up getting the Squid. It is for Melantis bonus. There's literally nothing you would ever really use this for, other than maybe Azura with Undyne, but that is pretty much it as far as what currently exists right now. So yeah, it's pretty useless. Though I say that, I believe my defend team tomorrow is somewhat utilizing it, oddly enough. If I go check my Guild War defends, Guild Wars, we go check our defend teams. If I'm not mistaken, Blue Days defend I actually do have 2 on, because yeah, I'm using Azura plus Undyne. So we get a really small bonus there. The bonus is 1 HP and 1 armor. So it's now going to be 2 HP and 2 armor. So this pet will give us 1 extra HP and 1 extra armor for this particular team. And that's pretty much as far as it's ever going to go. Because as far as viable groups that currently exist in the Melantis Kingdom, the entirety of it is basically Azura, Undyne, and that is it. It's pretty much a full list. There's a few other ones here or there that you very occasionally use, but that's pretty much the only 2 you ever use. Not necessarily together, but you can use them together, of course. But also, I ended up changing this to Rope Dart. I changed out Divine for Divine Rope Dart instead. I might still switch it up into something else, but for now, I just want to try Divine Rope Dart and see how it goes. Only other one I really need to switch out is maybe this one, now that Dragon's Eye has been nerfed. I don't think I've actually ever switched this since the nerf, because wasn't it nerfed like 3 weeks ago or something? But, yeah, I might need to do something about that, since Dragon's Eye is quite a bit less effective, and Megavore killing out last slot definitely won't help it that much. Anyways, where am I going? Back to Guild Wars. So, Red Guild War Day, let's go do that. We did end up switching this team slightly to make it safer. I believe we did this slightly the same last time, but basically we rush into Alchemist, then into a Dawnbringer, and then keep spamming from there. And that is pretty much the game plan here. Double check that is indeed red, and yes it is. And yeah, let's get into it then. Alternatively, we could be using the Yagwe Divinia, but we did end up opting for this, as it is slightly safer. And safer is definitely good in Guild Wars. Okay, what do we even take here? Can we just convert out purple? We're frozen on yellow. That is correct. So we'll have to take blue or something to minimize whatever mana he might get. Definitely don't want him getting anything, of course. At this point, I might as well just get last slot to full. We are frozen on everything. However, we will go grab that. Yagwe, no. Even if... come on, please get unfrozen. No. That's such a perfect border alignment. Okay, we'll throw that down. Please keep that border alignment. Still have it. Can we go for it? That is such a good border alignment, even though we immediately end our turn. But so much mana, I think we just go for it, even though we lose our turn. There we go. He gets Corvash. Awful. Now you get unfrozen. A little late. Just a little bit. Okay, we'll throw this down on yellow. I mean on green to get yellow. Throw it on Dawnbringer. Get Infernus, and should be good to go from there. Go to that. Is double submerge. Luckily, that weeds out where we can target. I'm actually going to take another skull, so it has to target those 2. And we should be good to go. Let's take another skull. Keep poking him. He'll do it. Oh, Dawnbringer. What do we do about that? I guess we waste some of Infernus's damage. Not all of it, though, because he does multiple instances of damage. Even though they have barrier, it still gets a decent amount down. Now it's basically just a Dawnbringer fight. I guess we'll throw ours first, just so we don't take damage. He still has that submerge, which will keep protecting it, even if it's the only triple left. It will still keep dodging our AoEs, which is really weird. But it does. The merge has some really, really weird interactions. I hope they eventually buff it to make it not just less weird, but just more viable. Because the merge is supposed to work technically whenever you're about to be hit on every single one of your allies. It is technically supposed to trigger. However, it only ever does it to abilities that automatically hit everything, like split damage, AoE, stuff like that. But then even when there's one left, it'll still do it for those, but it will not do it for all the other ones that still always don't do it. So, I don't know, it's just kind of weird how it's set up. It is very, very weird. And also pretty useless in most situations, because that means it's only ever really good against split damage and AoEs, whereas it's not really that good against this. Like, it should either be one of the following. It should either allow Dawnbringer to hit it, which it doesn't, or it should dodge all of this, which it doesn't. because it's supposed to, if I'm not mistaken, what was the exact description of the merge? Avoid all damage effects that targets the whole team. So technically, his whole team is one troop right now. So it should technically dodge everything. But no, it only dodges this because this naturally targets everything. But it will not dodge this because it hits a single target and then the 2 adjacents. Even though it ultimately ends up hitting multiple things. Just weirdly weird. And same as this, it hits the first 2 enemies. And even if there's only 2 enemies or 1 enemy left, if they have submerge, it will do nothing. There we go. Oh, you did it really just cleanse on the final possible turn? What are you doing? Burn should have already killed it. But there we go. Anyways, hello everyone. Hello Ian. Hello. Oh, this even shows up for Guild Wars? I didn't even realize that. So I have a lot of those little thingies I haven't been using. That was not fun. No, we'll wait. We'll use it on someone else. Wait, why does this still show their names as question marks? That's weird. Thought it's supposed to show their name after you do their battle. That is very strange. It's not even saying who it is. I think we could maybe go check our PvP battles and it probably would. How much you want to make a bet that the PvP battle is the same person we just fought? But then again, I didn't keep track of who that was. Their little hero image. Yeah. Oh no, never mind. It doesn't say the name. That's weird. Does this constantly keep them anonymous? All of them are just question marks. That's really weird. I don't know why they would need to hide their names like that. It makes sense to like hide the guild initially. But and that's even weirder because it's saying the name of the guild now. However, it doesn't say the name of every single person we're fighting. Kind of strange. Anyways, go on. That could just be a glitch. They did just make that change the most recent patch, so who knows. Anyways, hello Mehmet, hello Mulu, hello Captain, hello William, hello Mr. Jesse, hello a Demonic Angel, hello Skeleton King. For players of high level, it takes more to reach tier 1, doesn't it? Tier 1 in what? Do you mean for PvP? It depends. There's some level ranges where the PvP leaderboard thingy goes very quick, and others where it goes a little bit slower, particularly extreme early game and end game, where everyone's basically running meta. But yeah, it changes throughout the game. Depends where you're at. It also depends where you have at a given level range. Hello, Polly. Hello, Metalaris. Hello, Bladesong. Hello, Churros. Welcome, everyone. Questioning Guild Wars. Does it affect your score if your opponent only has 2 troops? What do you mean by that? As if they have a total of 2 troops? Yes and no. If they literally have a total of 2 troops somehow, that will only affect your score if they out-damage you. As long as you still out-damage them, you should still gain the full amount of points. And them setting, glitching it out to set less on their defense shouldn't affect your score. As long as you make sure they don't hit you with a lot of damage. Because obviously the total amount of damage you'll be able to get is a lot lower, since you only have 2 troops. But no, for the most part, it shouldn't really affect your score if they somehow manage to do that. So do report that, because that shouldn't be possible. It is no longer possible to set your defend team as anything that isn't 4. And anything that is considered a glitch currently. I wish that was enough damage. If only he had Fairy Fire. We actually technically could put Queen of Tanya on this team. However, the only spot we have room for would be to overwrite, what's his name? Override Infernus, which obviously we don't necessarily want to do. We'll get rid of red. That's a little bit of a weird thing to get rid of, but I do need it to win out this battle. And a smash. Ever so barely did that hero not die. Upside down question marks means they're using Chinese characters. Oh, okay. That's why their names are like that then. Okay, that would explain it, because this one's words, letters, I mean. Okay, that makes sense. When will the next chance to obtain the crown of Hell, aka Guardian Crown? That will be a while from now. It was just available the other week. I believe it is around 7 weeks away. Yeah, 7 or 8 weeks away. I don't know the exact, but it's either 7 or 8. One or the other. But yeah, that was just available last week. Last Tuesday. So it's going to be a long while before it rotates again. Because there's like 8 other factions that it needs to go to. Because there's 9 total. Let's see, there's 9 total. We're adding another one on on Friday that's going to go into that rotation. So there's 10 total. Minus the 2 we already had, because you need to get back to Hall of Guardians, the one we had, and then the other one. So yeah, 8 weeks. So it should be 8 weeks from now. So in exactly 2 months. Like, January, or, what am I saying? June, the second week of June, should probably have it. Somewhere around that general area. But yeah, it's a while before you can get Crown again. Also, Crown is not that strong, by the way. There's almost no instance where you'd really use it, because it's way too slow of a weapon. It's good at not dying, but other than that, it doesn't really have any good positives going for it. And actually, it also gets to reorder your team slightly. But I don't know, the only really good thing it excels at is not dying. It doesn't have any board control. It doesn't really do much beyond keep you protected. It makes battles go slow since it's not increasing the speed at which you win at all. I don't think I've ever really bothered using the weapon much. What do we even take here? Well, obviously this Yagway, if he'll ever let me cast. Please don't kill. No! What a way to go down. We had perfect alignment there, too. Of all things. Well, that's not good. He can actually win this if we're not careful. So much so, I'm going to take a brown here. So we can get to full mana and start killing him with Infernus. Let's see. Move that over for now. Just regain our barrier. Throw Dawnbringer down, which I guess also would have regained our barrier. He'll do whatever. We'll get all of our stuff converted there. And too bad we don't have true damage. That's a lot of armor to have to tear through. Ow. Oh yeah, it has 50% scroll increase based on armor. I'll probably get rid of all that armor first. We'll go get all of that damage there, throw an Infernus at him, and that'll be match. It's strong to defend. You can easily just mana drain it. You can also just use Mang on it. It gains as much armor as it gains HP. So if you just throw, if it's really becoming an issue, just throw Mang at it. You'll gain all the mana back, and then, or you know, you gain all of the all that it's healing for, or all the life it's gaining. You'll just gain as damage because it gains the exact same amount of life as it does. Yeah, it gains the same amount of life as it does armor. So you just throw Mang at it, gain all that attack off of it, and just kill it in 1 shot or 2 shots. He'll poke us. We'll get our barrier down. We really need that to be unfrozen. Luckily, we are not frozen on yellow, however, so we can actually go do that. Get rid of one of the colors that we are frozen on. The last of our mana there, and just throw down the Infernus right back into an Alchemist. Or another Dawnbringer if we want. Let's see. That'll give him full mana. That's not good. Please tell me that's not an extra turn. No, it is. End your turn. End your turn. Stop getting turns. Okay, good. If you just keep spamming that, we'll be good to go. There we go. Okay, so we're frozen on red, so I can't really use his ability, even though we do have an extra turn, but we're frozen, so it's not an extra turn. Alchemist. We can go get another Infernus. Do we want to get another Infernus, though, is the question. Yagway is not going to be enough damage, I don't believe. It gets 8 additional damage plus boost ratio, which is 36, and then you add the boost ratio, which is another 2, so 38. That's not enough to kill, even with the extra 4. Is there any way to kill his first thought? I almost just want to use Yagway just to see what will happen. I think we go for it. Let's just see what happens. Oh wait, that is enough damage. Okay, I might have miscalculated that a little bit. There we go. That or all the reds we ended up taking there off the thing ended up giving us the damage we needed. Oh, duh. I did the boost ratio. No wonder why. I did the magic thing right. But for whatever reason, I did the boost ratio based on how many purples to reds there were. That's not what he boost ratios by. He boost ratios by his HP. Duh. Yeah, that was way more than enough damage. Whoops. That was way more than enough damage then. Almost forgot. But there we go. The whole point of why you would even use Divinio or anything on the team. To get the extra magic on him so he can actually get kills. Yeah, it looks like this will be about a 9,300 or so. Also, why is every single person using this team? Not a horrible team. It's kind of banking a lot on Lucky Corvash, though. What do we grab? I guess we take yellow into blue sky. Nope. Ooh, that's not good. We're frozen on that too. I guess we just take a brown for now. Or a green into hopeful brown, but we're not gonna do that. Too low of a chance. Okay, maybe we should have went for Dawnbringer mana. Gosh. Take that. Throw down Dawnbringer because we're about to lose all of its mana anyways. We'll throw Dawnbringer right back. Now we just wait because we want him to drain us. Well, we don't want him to drain us, but you know, we have to kind of wait it out now. We're frozen on that, so we can't grab it. I guess let's take a blue just out of the small chance that he doesn't go for it again. And no, he does finally go for it, but now we can go get our mana back going and go from there. Go frozen on yellow, so that's a little bit of a concern here. Take a purple for now. Actually, do we go for that skull? Yeah, I'll take skull for now. Need that first slot to die so we can stop draining us. Still no really good location for Alchemist, so let's hold on it. Oh! Oops, could I have just taken red to purple? I could have. That would have been good. Let me actually get rid of reds, even though it's a core color that we need. And then just throw skull to Dawnbringer. What else do we need to move? Yeah, that's fine. We'll take that. Throw a Corvesh down. I mean, throw a skull at his Corvesh, which will get Corvesh dead. And then we can go through Dawnbringer. Or take yellow to blue. But then again, we don't need that. We'll throw Dawnbringer for now. He'll throw it back at us. Or we will in a moment. Okay, Hero's about to die. I can't actually keep it alive, can I? I somewhat can. I could take a brown right there. That only keeps us alive for one turn, unless I could find another brown. I guess we take the skull and hope we get lucky off the top somehow. Otherwise, Hero actually dies, which would, of course, not be good. Take that for now. Double skull. Triple skull, except Hero still dies there, unfortunately. That is not enough to save him. No brown and all that mix. Let's take purple to red for now. Only get the purple. Brown, get our Alchemist. Throw it on blues, it looks like, or not. Nope, now we have nowhere to throw it. Just we just take another purple, he'll hit us with a skull, and we can go from there, or we can just take that yellow, actually. And then we can go and furnace into... Also, how much HP is that doing? Why does it feel like it's gaining so much durability? Well, I guess it's 60 total. 30 HP, 30 armor. That might be why it seems like so much. We are trying to kill it with physical damage when it's healing for both, or, you know, when it's increasing both. So let's go for another furnace. 2 more will do it. 1 more will kill out that, or that will also kill out that. And now he's needing 1 more furnace, and that should wipe. He's the only thing he has left. No, never mind. That won't hit enough skulls to do it. We'll need 1 more hit. Stop taking hits. Yeah, we stopped taking durability as well. Okay, we could probably just kill it with Yagway here. Oh, not with that low HP, it won't. Yeah, that's not going to be enough to kill. I think we still go for it, though. We'll do that. He luckily doesn't get any kind of skull or anything. We can try Red Surge over here and just kind of go from there. Oh, whoa, what am I doing? I can take a skull to win. That's actually turn skull, too. A good thing I did not give him that. That could have gotten a whole nother kill or two if it would have gotten that move. Would not have been lucky. Ah, there we go. Wow, towards the 9,000 again. Well, we did lose 2 times. In that last battle. I think it's mainly because we keep doing bad in these last battles. These last battles, of course, are worth the most amount of points. So when you start doing bad in them like that, when you lose your troop and it goes a little bit slower, they really affect your score. But still 5-0 on both, so I'll take it. 5 zeros, seeing at least 5 zeros down the line is still nice, even if that does mean we sacrifice some points, because that's way better than getting an entire loss compared to just going 5-0 with low score. 5-0 with low score is almost always better than 4-1 with high score, because even if you do 4 battles perfectly and then lose, 5 average battles is still overall actually a better scoring, assuming you still keep pure color. And of course, assuming you go full win rate. Anyways, that's that for now. It looks like 2 9,000s in a row. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better tomorrow. What's next? Tomorrow's yellow. Okay. So we'll probably go some kind of divine mix. Actually, what is our current yellow that we have set? Maybe I'll change it up this week. What do we have? Haha! I'm using my, that's funny. Oh no, did we change that? I'm still using the double convert team. The Quillin Divinish Bala thingy with triple damage burning skulls. I think I might revamp that by removing the burn aspect of it. So basically keep the Quill and Divinish Ball over, replace the other two with something. I'm not sure. That one does work, it's just, it's really inconsistent sometimes. Which is bad for Guild Wars, of course. What does Dawnbringer do? Dawnbringer hits every single enemy and then barriers your entire team. It also has boost ratio based on how many yellows are within the battle. So however many yellows are on your team and the enemy team, you gain 2 damage each. And it also has a 2 magic gain if there's 13 plus reds on the board. Hey, where's Dawnbringer? Where's the team with Dawnbringer? Where's the team with Dawnbringer? So I can go and show it real quick. But yeah, Dawnbringer is the hardest to obtain weapon in the game. However, or that's actually obtainable by regular means. But it's still pretty easy to get. It's only 1.3 million souls. I say only because this late in the game, it technically is only. Obviously, when you're first starting out, 1.3 million souls is absurdly high in early game and mid game. Once you get to late game and end game, it's pretty much 0 souls. But yeah, it hits all enemies, barriers your entire team. It's 2 extra damage per yellow on the entire battle, on both your team and the enemy team. And it gets 2 extra magic per cast if there are 13 plus reds on the board. And also ends up destroying a red, destroying a yellow, gaining 4 armor, 2 attack, and 4 life per cast. And that's everything it does. Affixes are pretty weak, obviously. Anyways, that's that. Let's go take out the Squid pet real quick so we can go get that bonus for the Friday Guild Wars. For when we go and use our Melantis team. And for now, we'll just throw Skeleton Key. Not with that, though. Let me edit this. Let's change our class to Plague Lord, so we get that half mana start. Plague Lord is getting pretty close to max, too. Then we need to go work on Sentinel. I do want to get Plague Lord up first, and it's currently at 90. There we go. Okay, let's roll with this. Hello, Junior! Hello, Original! Welcome, welcome! So we'll hand out a redeem code after we get this pet right here. If anyone still has any other questions, feel free to leave it in chat. We'll make sure to go over them all. Also, tomorrow, we will be streaming around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or so. We're going to be starting around that time, and we're going to be streaming for quite a while. We're going to be on a Nintendo Switch version doing the class event. And, yeah, we're going to be doing that and just some other stuff on the Nintendo Switch account. Then this Friday and Saturday, during the morning streams, which will be starting most likely around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or so. Those streams, we are going to be rolling with the main account, this account, and we're going to be doing potions in the new faction that's coming out. And we are going to be trying for level 500 Pure faction, which means we're also probably trying for top 10 on leaderboard, because that will probably naturally happen by doing so. So yeah, we'll see how that goes down. We're probably going to waste a lot of gems doing so. I think it's going to cost like 2,000, 3,000 gems. But what is our stack right now? 27,000, 28,000. I think we could afford it. Plus, we just got Zugoff. So whatever we're doing now is basically just for fun. Because we technically have 100% completion now. Technically. Let's see. We'll move that down. At least on this account anyways. The other account is ages away from that. I don't think I'm ever going to bother trying to 100% the other account. It just takes too long to try to 100% an account. Like, true 100% takes like 5,000 hours. So approximate 100% if you're just counting most, like all legends and most mythics. If you're just counting that, and obviously like missing some weapons and stuff like that, if you're just counting that, then it probably only takes around 1,000 hours or so. But if you're counting like legit 100% absolute completion of this game, depends on the economy at a given time, but it is probably upwards of 5,000 hours to actually complete. Give or take, depending on what kind of guild you're in and how free to play you're playing. Let's see, we'll go into the next one. Grab ourselves our gold. Get the green to red there. Get an egg down. Let's throw it out for now. Throw a key. And it was throw this into the egg thief. And then key to key. The struggle of not having thief. That should already be dead. That should have been the battle one. Now he's gonna get more durability and survive and kill and not good. You're up to 2,870 hours, and how far are you so far? Yeah, it can vary a lot. Because technically, you could have 100% completion in this game in like 200 hours. If you were to just be in a decent guild, do the absolute bare minimum to stay in that really decent guild, and then just claiming your loot basically every single week like that. If you technically did that, you could just, you know, basically just keep gleaning your loot from your guild and eventually have everything. Obviously, that's not realistic though. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone tries doing that. Or if someone tries being like the lowest level for 100% completion. I'm actually not even sure what that would be these days. Like, let's say the lowest level to obtain every troop in the game. Because there's a lot of things that you could consider 100% completion. And depending on what you define it as, literally no one has 100% completion. Though I would define 100% completion as simply owning everything and having it all maxed is basically what I would consider as 100% completion. You could also technically add on level 2,500 every single faction, though I don't think a single person in the entire game has that. You could also count level 1,000 every faction, though literally no one has that. I don't even think a single person has a single one. And you could theoretically also count level 10,000. However, level 10,000 is literally impossible. Well, not literally, but based on the current rate of the game, you'd have to play at over 12 hours per day for about 30 years straight in order to hit it. So it's realistically impossible to actually do. So theoretically possible. But those kind of things don't really count under 100% completion. I basically just say all pets at level 20. Well, even that we don't even have. But all pets at level 20 and fed to completion. All weapons and all weapons maxed. All troops maxed. And that's it. If you had all that, I would consider 100% completion. Which also I don't believe anyone has. Because the biggest issue with that is people are either missing some of the weapons, or no one, I don't believe, in the entire game has all pets maxed, just because of how they're set up. I'm pretty sure people will have all pets maxed starting in the near future, but as it currently stands, I'm pretty sure no one does. Not to mention, very, very few people have the max honor pet. We don't even have it yet. I believe there are a few people that have gotten it so far. We are not one of them, though. Haven't been in global chat as much the last few days. That means we get a lot lower rate, because global chat is where you basically get the highest amount of honor for the most part. Oh yeah, let's go say hi to global chat, by the way. Speaking of honor and global chat, let's go say hi to global chat. Hello, everyone. I am streaming that's not how you spell gems. Gems of War on, that's not how you spell YouTube. YouTube at Tacet the Terror, if anyone is interested. Currently obtaining, how do you spell? The new pet, and handing out a redeem code soon. There we go. Anyways, that's that. Go put that there. There we go. And let's go spam all the other chats as well, or at least the first few. Say hello to all the peoples. Yeah, this is one of the only two pets we're missing. The max loyalty pet, or whatever it's called, honor, which we'll have in very soon. We're only 2 honor ranks away. Wow, a lot of emoticon spam there. I hope we get more emojis soon. Depending on what they are and how cheap they are, I might buy them. If it's like really expensive, like $20 for like some emojis, I probably won't. If it's like a $5 or $10 pack and comes with some other stuff and they're actually useful, I might get them. Anyways, let's see. Let's go back to 1. Say hi to everyone. Oh yeah, how far is Wanda right now? Wanda's at exemplary 1. Let's go give her a high 5. Where is she? Help her along. I need to start using some of these. Who was the first one to say hello? Here you go, Bill. Have a yeah, we'll just give a high 5. Let's see. Who else should get one? I think that'll be it for now. Anyways, where were we? Let's get destroy on everything. Why do you get honor in global chats? Because people can't really see you that well if you don't say hi. That's why. Because the only other place you could possibly gain honor is either your guild randomly doing it to you, or people finding you in battle. And while both of those do occur over time to some degree, the absolute best way to technically gain honor is just to be in global chat, say hi to people, chat with them, and answer anyone's question, whoever asks a question in global chat. Oh, no problem, William. Oh, there we go. We got ourselves a squid. And this will help us for our blue defend team now. Oh, we got 2 squids, actually. So let's go and not buy him. Let's go and upgrade our squid. Go feed him, see if we get an orb out of that. I think we're getting pretty close to the major orb, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, we have, if we go over to Guild Wars now, this is probably one of the only few things I'd ever bother using it for. So if we check our blue defend team, we originally, oops, that's not what I meant to do. We originally had +1 armor, +1 life, and now it is +2 armor, +2 life. So basically doubled now. Of course, that's not really that big of a difference, but hey, that's more than it was before. That's about as far as that thing is going to be useful for, because you'd almost never use 3 or 4 Merlantis in a team. It's just not that viable, unfortunately. But nonetheless, let's go get him upgraded. Where'd he go? This is sort of based on upgradable. And yeah, it's only him. Go upgrade it. Also, we should go name him Squidward. We definitely got to go name him Squidward. Except I forgot how to spell Squidward. Isn't it the Squidward? Squidward? Is that how you spell Squidward? Almighty Google, how do you spell Squidward? Actually, I'll just type it into, yeah, that's how you spell Squidward. Into YouTube. That is the correct way. Okay, we'll name him Squidward. There we go. Actually, let's go wield Squidward as well. Let's go change our whole appearance based on Squidward. Where did we go? Where did he just... I was literally just on his page. There he is. Go wield Squidward. Equip. And now let's change our entire appearance to match him. Let's see. We'll go with the pirate armor probably, yeah. Oops, that's not the one I want. Oh, no. That's the bonus armor. That's not what I want. I want the visual armor. Where'd it go? There we go. Go pirate. Change appearance. I think it has a red that kind of looks like it. No, the pink is a bit off. Wasn't there a red that was somewhat like it? That one's way too dark. I mean, we do just have to go to pink. Let's see. Might need to go the lizard. Yeah, that kind of matches. Kind of doesn't. Close enough. Oops. You have. Do you want to save changes? Yes. I wish it just auto saved, but there we go. Okay, so that'll be that. We'll go claim our pet mastery, which is just 5 gems for 970. So we are very, very close to getting that major orb and reaching 1,000. Let's go to our dungeons real quick and then go from there. That's not the team we want. I'll just use standard key for now. Oh yeah, squirrel! Haha! Let me go get out the code. I did say after pet, and it is after pet, so let me go get it. Let me just finish out this battle. Pretty much already dead. Why did I cast that greed? That was kind of pointless. All we need now is a red or a green into a into key, and that's match. And if it'll ever go, there we go. And then we just throw a key down, and he's dead. And come on, and he's dead. There we go. Okay, let's go hand out the code. So, code time. Let's go over to, that's not it. Let's see. 1 second. I need to go find where it's buried now. Ended up getting the wrong tab. Let's see. Where'd it go? 1 moment. Go in there, go in our codes. It also reminds me I need to get more codes soon. Running it down to our like last week of codes. So as long as I let them know in advance, we'll be able to get them pretty easily. Okay, put that right over there, mark it down, copy, paste, copy, autofill, paste, backspace, refresh, and that should be good to go. Okay, code time, here you guys go. There is the redeem code, use it on gemsofwar.com or underneath the game code section, or simply go click that link. Your invite code is found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says there is what you put in. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Copy paste the random letters and numbers, or actually it's just letters this time. And it gives the same loot as always. True treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. There you guys go. Enjoy. And it works on every platform except the console versions. Okay, next order of business. We need to go to finish dungeons. And then we probably head to delves. Get those cleaned up. Grab our gold. Grab our brown for now. No surge, but lucky extra turn off the top. Wow, really lucky extra turn off the top. Very good. We'll stick that for now. Get egg down. Also, it's almost Easter. Right around the corner. Hey, we're using Thief right now. You can tell because we just got a kill for getting a kill. This is actually the proper class to use with this team. However, I should probably switch it because that means we're not gaining XP towards any other hero class. Like Necromancer or Plague Lord or something else that has half mana start that we need mana for. But however, technically, Thief is the best hero class to use with Key. It's, I believe, the only instance where the weapon that you get from a hero class is actually best on the hero class itself. The only instance where that is applicable, or pretty much the only instance, is with Skeleton Key on Thief. You get a Skeleton Key from Thief, but the key is also best on Thief. It's a little bit weird that is like that, but, or actually, technically every single hero class should kind of be like that. But I guess it's kind of weird that the other ones aren't like that, I should say. But yeah, it's the only weapon where it's, or pretty much the only weapon, where the best option for it is the hero class itself that it comes off of. And the main reason for that is, well, there's a couple of reasons. The biggest one is the 7 damage that it does to last slot per extra turn, which allows it to chip down the damage to bring them into kill range. I do not want that offer. Let me take my tribute. There we go. And we'll go from there. Anyways, 2 dungeons, or delves, I should say. We just finished dungeons. That's not what we want. Go head over to... Oh, no, don't do Primal. Oh, luckily we already had one delayed there, so it didn't waste our battle. Also, we're going to have like 11,000 shards for this Friday. We're going to have a lot of shards stacked up. We only need like 8,000 for the horde thingy. Anyways, let's keep going. Throw this down. Is this a Cedric? No, that's not a Cedric. Wait, is that a new treasure room? Oh, this was that one agile room people were talking about. Ooh, pretty cool. What does it give as loot? It gives mainly gold, but also some souls. And obviously glory, but you know, as far as the amount. Yeah, it's mainly just gold. But yeah, this was the agile room someone was talking about. All allied troops gain agile at the start of future battles. That is super strong in late delves, because that stacks with other dodges. If you have 2 20%, it'll stack, or you know, it'll trigger 1 20% and then it'll trigger the other 20%. It also stacks with mitigation, so you'll have a 20% chance to dodge, and if it doesn't dodge, you'll still have your 50% score reduction, whatever else you might have. So yeah, it could be pretty useful in some delves. Obviously, this particular instance right here, it's not going to be that useful because we don't really need it. But I say that, and we'll probably end up living because of it. Yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, they added a lot of interesting new rooms. Some better than others. That one definitely being one of the better ones. Also, we still haven't gained that level, by the way. I was talking about earlier how it takes forever to gain a level, and that the EXP bar basically doesn't even move this late in the game. And we still haven't gained a level since I said that yesterday. That is how slow it moves. On the other account, on my Nintendo Switch account, between all the bonuses we have and the fact that we're under level 1000, I think we gain a level in about 5 to 10 minutes. This account could take like 5 hours just to get one. Okay, I'll throw another one of these down. And just kill it with key. Yeah, also don't forget, while I won't be going over it too much tomorrow, because we're mainly going to be playing on the other account, though if anyone needed me to go over anything, I could bring it up tomorrow when we are around. But don't forget, tomorrow is Titan, and while I won't really be touching it on my main account, and if I do, it'll probably just be for the free 25 gems, but Do keep in mind, it is a class event for Titan, which is the best hero class in game. If you haven't already gotten it maxed. The other relevant part about that is it's the first time that a class event will have potions, and you'll be able to utilize those for that event. So not only will it not take as long, but you'll also be able to have a better chance if you wanted to do it as an early game player. You get a bunch of Titan XP and then actually be able to do the event. It's pretty easy from a late game perspective, but from early game and mid game, it can be a little bit harder to do. You can still win it with just Titan Mang, but it definitely makes it easier with all the potion effects. So most people would likely use that more so for the new hero classes, more so than whenever a repeating hero class comes. But Titan, if you don't already have it maxed, is insanely good value to go get maxed. So I'm pretty sure almost everyone already has it maxed. Like everyone above like level 500, definitely above level 1000, has already had Titan maxed. But if you somehow don't, tomorrow would be a great day to go and do that. Really important hero class to have maxed, more so than any other hero class in the entire game. Okay, what on earth is our path now? We have 1.2 here. Still gotta make sure I take the middle as last as possible. Let's see. Do we do a weird pathing? Yeah, we'll do a weird pathing. Why not? Even though that does give us 20% dodge, I'm gonna take it last just because it still is a treasure room. It still has 1,000 gold attached to it. Which is a lot of gold. I want to make sure that gets multiplied by as much as possible. Okay, we'll throw key for now. Not enough damage. I really need to upgrade Warren so that will become enough damage. I think we would need to get it to like level 300 though. That should be able to get it to one-shot everything. Which is a little overkill. It would speed things up if we're planning on doing this for several months on end. I'm not sure when they're going to finally fix it though. But if nothing else, whenever we do decide to finally get around to doing Warrens, your faction on it will be pretty easy, as well as getting through all of them if we have like 1 billion stats. It's already my most upgraded kingdom in the entire game. So, however, that's going to be the new kingdom starting this Friday. Not because the new kingdom is particularly good in any way, or it might be, we don't know, as far as the layout. But mainly just because I want to make sure I get level 500 your faction done on it on day 1. Or not on day 1, but during the weekend event, I want to make sure it gets done. Because we need to make sure we utilize those potions. Because we will never have the chance to use potions again on it. We could technically do it on Tuesday events, but there's way too much grinding that you would have to do to ever get it done on a Tuesday event. Whereas whenever a new new kingdom comes out, or new faction, I mean, you have all weekend to do it. You have the 3 days instead of just the 1. Which is a lot less annoying, to say the least. And the main reason why I'd want to get it done immediately. Within those first 3 days. Otherwise, it will eat up an entire Tuesday to be able to do it. Okay, I'll throw another egg down. And let's throw a key, and that should be matched. Don't see any way that's really good to survive here. Here I have his skull. And down it goes. Okay, what other rooms we need? We got the 1.15, we got the 1.2. Let's take the 1.2, take the 1.15 treasure room, and then take the 1.2 treasure room. Oh, wait, how did our greed get to first? Has it been there that entire time? I think it has. Had to have been. What else would have moved it? Very first battle got us again. Normally because they don't pay attention to it at the beginning. That's not really that big a deal. Either way, it's fine. This composition is slightly slower, however, it's safer. There's a lower chance of losing since you can just HP heal them at any time. Gain a bunch of life. That's gonna take 2 hits. Actually, it might even take 3. It'll take 2 keys, but it's... Oh, never mind. 1 skull will still get it. Keep forgetting our skulls are so ridiculously high. How high the faction is. Warren's pure faction. As in, what is the team for it? Warren's pure faction is Luna, Luna, Bunny, Luna. is what you would use for Purifaction. But yeah, Luna, Bunny, Luna. You basically just spam Lunas, essentially. The Bunny's just there for mana generation, and so you use more color. The whole premise is take every single yellow you see over and over again and just keep spamming her ability and hope you get lucky with death marks and hope you get lucky with barriers. Because she can barrier your team and she can death mark the opposing team. Of course, the chance that she does that is completely random, but she can do both. And you just have to slowly chip them down with AoE damage or whatever effect she ends up getting. She can also get Fairy Fire on them and stuff like that, Entangle, Silence, things that might be able to help. But it is extremely random. It's about as random as trying to win, Crypt. Except probably even more random. Because not only are your kill methods random, your chance of even putting the kill method onto the enemy is also random. It's also a much lower chance with her. Because not only do you have to roll 50-50 on if it'll even do a negative effect onto the enemy, you then have to roll every single negative effect there is, and there's like 10 of them. You only do like 1 or 2. So overall, it actually has a less chance of killing than... oh, and even if you get Death Mark, there's a 10% chance per turn that it'll even kill. So between everything, she overall has a less chance of getting a kill than Lady Mirana does. However, she is somewhat similar to Lady Mirana. And that it is technically possible to instant kill with it. So more often than not, you would most likely just kill with AoE damage, especially if you end up getting Fairy Fire. That'll increase it by an extra 50%. So let's see what this Agile in action. And that should stack, as I mentioned. Maybe we'll let Egg deliberately die, or I should say Greed deliberately die. Next battle, or even this battle. I'll wait till next battle. Get a little skull there. But yeah, let's let Greed deliberately die this battle. And see our double 20%. It should stack. It would be kind of hard to tell in just a few instances of hits. But yeah, her 20% should stack with her 20%. So now if we go under her page, you can see she has 20% Agile, also having 20% Agile. And of course our first also has 20% Agile, everything it does. Let's go and, of course that's not 40% dodge, it's 20%. Comes out to some number that is lower than that. Why did I cast Greed again? Not what I should have done, especially if we're trying to actually let him die out. Oh no, maybe we won't let him die out. But yeah, it should stack. You'd have to test it a lot of times to actually know for sure, though. But I'm almost guaranteed that those two 20% do stack. Do we let our Cedric die? Let's see. If he ends up killing it, it kills it. I'm not going to go out of my way for it, I don't think. We'll throw that down again, get another key. So should get our kill there. And it looks like he doesn't really want to poke it at all. Here, we'll deliberately give us some skulls. Come on, you got this. Oh, God, you take the skull, go. There's nothing good to take. Here, have a skull. Seriously, I'm trying to give you skulls. This AI won't even take the win. There you go. Keep doing that. There you go. Okay, take one more. And then take a billion more because we still need it to keep hitting so we can actually see it dodge. Watch him dodge the next one. Let's see. Will he? But I don't want you to. Can you please? Why do you not want to take skulls? There we go. Okay, now let's see 220% in action. If we'll ever decide to take skulls again. He just really does not want to take skulls for whatever reason. There we go. One of the Agile is triggered. Yeah, that's 220%. Or that should be 220%. Obviously, we'd have to test it way more times than one single hit. No, for sure. But it should be 220%. Come on, get another skull. No. Oh, it had Enrage. Yeah, Enrage does still hit through them. Even the little other effects. It hits through both that one as well as this one. Whenever they have Enrage. Anyways, let's just win it now. Yeah, 2 agiles. Get another one down, and just kill it with key. But that's going to be really good in higher level delves. Obviously, these lower ones, it doesn't make much of an impact since we were going to win regardless. Even if we tried losing that battle, we'd probably win. There we go. Okay, let's go throw one more down. And then the other one I'll just delay or use later tonight. Ooh, a 1.2 room. That is exactly what we don't want to see. It always hurts. A horrible room, and there's one of the other new ones right up there. Okay, we'll grab that for now. Grab our gold, take a brown, throw a key down. That should be already enough. And then we'll go right into Egg Thief. Take a green into red and basically win. Or not. Don't have a follow-up there. Oh, wait. Why did I take purple instead of red? Okay, we'll take that red. I need to wait. Actually, you know why I did that? I might have subconsciously did that. Because we actually need to wait until he casts once. Wait until he does. Oops, I also need brown. That would help. Don't accidentally kill him with skull. There we go. And, oh wait, never mind. It wouldn't have mattered there if we did. But down it goes. As long as he dies. Didn't matter if we killed him with skeleton key or not. Needed him to die after the movement. There we go. Okay. So now we don't have greed in first slot, so that'll make sure it doesn't slow down the team. Let's grab our gold, grab our key. Key will not be enough, but with a skull it will be. And let's get our mana back. That skull we'll just ignore, because the last slot's in kill range. Do that to get it down. Wait, do you summon? Yes you do. That's not good. A random spider is not what we want to see. They deliberately did a double summon here just so we'd have to deal with summons. That's not nice. Luckily the summons are ridiculously weak. There we go. So weak that skulls take them out. Okay, next battle. I can't believe this 1.25 is actually higher. Is that 1.3? Oh, it is. Oh, it's a treasure room 1.3 as well. This might not look at it like a treasure room at first if you just look at the initial values. But yeah, it's a glory treasure room, which doesn't make much sense because it's dwarves. And dwarves in this game are supposed to be based on gold. But yeah, it gets 30 glory. Kind of weird. Also, they didn't even put that one troop that says it dies gloriously in that battle. That would have been such a perfect opportunity if you're going to make a whole room of glory. But they didn't. Okay, I'll throw another key down, get that going, throw another egg, get that rolling as well, and then we just throw that into our key again. The last of our mana there. By grabbing another brown. And it was for key to key. A little bit off on damage. Hopefully this cascades to our skull that we need to win. Let's see. Yeah, we win because he can't take both the skulls. And he didn't bother entangling us. Okay, so we don't go down the middle? Oh no, to go down the middle or not to go? I guess we have to save the middle for last. Oh no. This is a 1.3 technically. That's also a 1.25. This doesn't matter too much. Let's just take the 1.25, then the 1.2, then the 1.3, and then the other two side ones. It also doesn't make much sense. But we were going to have to go through some amount of rooms beforehand anyways. It makes very little loot difference. Okay, I'll throw down a key there. I probably overly worry about the room order as well. There's actually very, very little need to actually worry about the room order. It does help your loot out slightly, doing it in optimal order, but it's a very, very minimal impact on overall loot gained. Like normally only like 5 or 10 minutes worth of loot could possibly gain extra from doing optimal order for a single delve. Isn't really too much. Okay, I'll take this. Actually, probably even less than that. Probably more like 2 to 5 minutes. Extra loot. Okay, we'll take a brown right over there. Trying to get red's cascade. Didn't happen. Let's take a natural red then. Get that to full mana. Throw down key. Throw our mana back and throw key again. And then do that 2 more times because we'll still need to kill the other 2. That assumes no summon. You shouldn't be able to get here. You should be fine. I'll throw that down. Do that again. Get another key. And then destroy into key again. Or that will happen. That works too. Here we go. Okay. Order here. Okay, we'll take this one. Get our glory here. We actually get a really high amount of glory. It'd be almost like around 90 glory just for this one battle. Which is a pretty substantial amount. It's almost like a half a glory gnome right there. Or at least the weakest drop off a glory gnome from doing the stealth room. And of course we could potentially get even more glory at the end of the delve from the chest. So that's normally not really considered one of the better drops. Of course, main drops you want to be seeing are shards, legendary ingots, and mythic ingots if you still need them. We actually don't need mythic ingots anymore, but we do still need legendary ingots to some degree. I think we're still missing like 10 upgrades or so, maybe less. Okay, and now we just have these 2. We'll take this one. Take the other one. They're both 1.15, so it's not going to make much of a difference which one we go for first. And their loot pretty much is exactly the same anyways, so not even their loot will make much of a difference. You normally only have to worry about loot when it's a treasure room for the most part. Unless you're in early game and still need runics, because sometimes you delay it until you can get a 3 times multiplier instead of a 2 times multiplier for the runic rooms. But in late game, you obviously don't really need to worry about that since runics mean basically nothing, since you already have infinite of every trait stone. But I have been using that technique on my other account just to gain slightly more runics. Because gaining 3 instead of 2 is quite a bit of an impact when you're in early game and mid game, when you actually still need to worry about trait stones. Mostly mid game needs to worry about it though. Like early game, you were like way too early to really even worry too much about traits yet. And in late game and beyond, you normally have enough trait stones that you don't really need more trait stones. At least until they have that trait stone sync sometime later this year. Okay, that key's not gonna be enough to kill anything. Wow, it's 1 damage off. If only we were using Thief Hero class, because it has 2 extra damage on daggers. Which one is the class we're using right now? We're still using Necromancer. I'm trying to get Necromancer maxed. After we do Necromancer, I guess we'll do Plague Lord. Actually, I have no clue why we're still doing Necromancer. It should probably already be Plague Lord. But oh well, we'll keep it a Necromancer for now. Not too big a deal. As long as it has half mana start. Slowly but surely, we are chipping up every single class to be completely maxed. That's still a long project away. We really just have to take like a month of time out of our way. And if we dedicated like a month, we could have every single one completely maxed. Doing like 1 to 2 per week, or probably like 2 per week. Or finishing 2 per week. Obviously not doing the full 2 per week, but most of them are around like 70 or so. So it's 2 of them is basically like doing 1. But yeah, I guess doing like 2 to 3 per week, and boom, we'd get them all done in a month. Better start throwing more gems on it. I did throw like what 2,000-3,000 gems on the most recent hero class. While it is a gigantic waste of gems, it does save multiple hours of having to grind that out. And now we have potions too, so we could actually do those events. I don't know. We'll see what the next hero class is. Maybe we'll buy it up like we did the most recent one. Could actually play out all the battles since we'll have a bunch of potions. Plus we'll end up making a leaderboard off it to some degree. Probably not too high because a lot of people will be going for it, but high enough to at least get the hero class almost maxed, if not maxed. Anyways, that'll wrap it up for now. Did anyone else have any other questions before I head out for now? As I mentioned, we'll be back tomorrow around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or so. Might be 1 hour off earlier or later. Just really depends how schedule goes tomorrow. But yeah, it should be around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or so. And we'll be streaming the Nintendo Switch version. And yeah, I'll try to have the time up for it at least a few hours in advance. Once I wake up in the morning, just so I know how my day is going to go. But I'll probably have it up then as far as the exact time. And yeah, we'll mainly be on the Nintendo Switch version doing the class event and just messing around on there. Then Friday will be dedicated towards the new faction. Saturday will be dedicated towards the new faction. And then Sunday will just be a Sunday. It'll probably just be the nightly stream where we go over the new stuff coming out next week. And I believe we're getting more emoticons and stuff next week too. For anyone who is actually interested in those. I believe we also start getting those weekly title things. Because I believe they apply over top of raids and evasions. Let's see. Class switching on the Switch bugs. Yes, the Switch version has had a few bugs here or there. But all the console versions tend to have slightly more bugs than the main version of PC Mobile. Trying to make Divine Beast Skull spam team for fast start. So far you have Divinish Bala, Quillin, Forest Guardian, looking for a 4th. I think we ended up slightly trying to do that earlier. But the problem is Forest Guardians convert don't really work that well with Divinish Bala and Quillin. But if you're looking for a 4th, you can just use Warden or Priest hero class with a weapon. And that would end up working as your 4th. You could use one of them with Mountain Crusher in first slot. Or, well, that's probably your best bet. And just use it as your tank. That Brown Storm would also make it so your Forest Guardian has more brown to green potential. It will also make it so your Quillin has more brown to skull potential. But generally, you don't actually run Forest Guardian with Quillin. The biggest issue with it is they both end up converting very similar things. And they end up conflicting with each other. With Divinish Bala and Quillin, they feed into each other, so it doesn't matter as much. Actually, it's beneficial. But with Forest Guardian, you're almost taking away what you would be able to use. Unless you already have Divinish Bala to full mana, Forest Guardian's ability can actually backfire on you. It's really dependent on Divinish Bala being up, because you would need to do the green to yellow, since Forest Guardian does brown to green. But yeah, Mountain Crusher first slot with Warden or really any hero class. Any hero class with half mana start. Or Priest if you want to go heavier on Divine. Or Warden if you, for whatever, want to have 3 beasts on your team. It would have 50% mana start that way. But yeah, Mountain Crusher is some kind of hero class in first slot. What's the new faction? The new faction is coming out this Friday. I forgot what it was called. But most of the troops there are pretty useless. They will have some Bless options. They will have some Deathmark options. But overall, all 4 of the troops are pretty average. Nothing really spectacular. However, it is a new delve, which means more farming, and I need to go get that done. And go get all the new troops, and go get our next peer faction. And mess around with that with the new potion system. But no, nothing is like exceptionally good. The Legend's okay. But pretty much everything else from the faction is pretty underwhelming for the most part. But yeah, it's basically just a few death mark options and stuff like that. We'll be going over extensively this Friday once we actually can see them, use them, go over them more, and all that. But anyways, guys, I'll be heading off for now. Thank you so much for stopping by. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. And yeah, I'll catch you all later. Next normal stream will be Friday morning, and we'll be doing that on new faction, actually. We'll be covering the new faction on Friday morning. That'll be our next normal stream, or, you know, normal as in the PC mobile version. Other than that, tomorrow all day we'll pretty much be streaming the Switch version, doing the class event, farming on the account, and other good stuff related to that. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you all later. Bye, everyone!